Stuart, first of all, congratulations. You've been appointed to referee the 2025 Emirates FA Cup final, Crystal Palace v Manchester City. How much are you looking forward to the occasion?
Yeah, very much so. It's obviously a fantastic honour to be appointed to the cup final. It's something that you always have one eye on when you're working your way through your refereeing career, but you always think it's very much on the horizon. So for it to come true this year and be given the opportunity to referee the cup final, it's going to be a great occasion. We're really looking forward to the weekend.
The FA Cup final is often seen as the biggest game in a referee's career. So can you tell me how you found out about the appointment?
Yeah, I got a phone call on the day after the semi-finals were completed from the referees department at the FA, asking me if I was available to referee the game. Obviously I was delighted to say yes, and again we're looking forward to what the weekend's going to bring.
Must have been a pretty special feeling.
Yeah, very much so. I think you know, collectively and individually across the referee team for the final, we're very much aware of what the FA Cup is, what it means in English football, and it's a real honour and a real moment of pride to be able to be involved in what should be a fantastic final.
So I want to take you back to the very beginning now. Can you tell us about your sort of early days in refereeing and maybe how you got into it in the first place?
Yeah, so probably similar to many of the officials that are involved in PGMO. I started when I was relatively young. Started when I was 15. I played and refereed probably for 3 or 4 years, and then decided that refereeing was going to be the route that I was going to take, and just went from there, progressing through the levels until came into the select group in 2016, and from then it's just been a case of working through and taking the various opportunities that come my way.
So back in 2008 you made history by becoming the youngest Premier League referee at the age of 25. How does it feel reflecting back on that moment to now refereeing the FA Cup final?
I think it's brought into sharp focus how long I've been doing this. It's making me feel slightly old. I think one of the things I've reflected on since being appointed to the game is really the experiences and the journey that I've been on since I made that first step in 2008, and I know that there's been a number of high points, number of low points, but really that I'm richer for the experience. I'm a better person, I'm a better referee, and because of that I'm really confident as we go into the weekend that everything will come together and allow me to play my part in what should be a really exciting final.
It's really insightful to hear the commitment and the sacrifices you've made to, you know, become an elite match official. There must have been some tough moments along the way as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd be naive to think that in any walk of life or in any sport that everything would be plain sailing, and that's certainly true for referees, definitely working at this level, but really at all levels of the game. I think you know, I've reflected before on the fact that you need to turn these difficult situations into a positive, and you use that resilience that you show in dealing with them to make you better and equip you better to referee games in the future. So that experience for me is a real benefit. It's something that I feel I've become a better referee as a result of gaining that experience, and yeah, hopefully it will stand me in good stead come the weekend.
Match officials say that when they're appointed to big games, it helps them keep their preparation the same as normal. Is that the same for you?
Yeah, broadly speaking, I think we understand that the game is obviously an important one. There's a little bit more focus on it, and you know, we'll adapt to that and we'll be flexible with it. But in terms of our standard preparation, our standard routines, we'll do that as much as we can in line with what we do normally. We're very used to working with each other. We work with each other regularly, so we know what it is that we need to do individually and collectively to put ourselves in the best frame of mind and the best place to perform on the pitch when we kick off at 4:30 on Saturday. So
We're coming to the end of the 24-25 season. How do you reflect on the season as a whole?
Generally, it's been positive. I think first and foremost, I've enjoyed myself. I've found that I've enjoyed my time on the pitch and I've enjoyed my time off the pitch this year. It's been I've made some small changes to the way that I approach my matches, to my coaching setup, and that's been really beneficial. The games have been hard, they've been demanding, such has been the intensity of the competition in the Premier League. And because of that, I think we're approaching the end of the season, both as a collective, as a select group, but also for me individually, in a really positive frame of mind.
So, a big game like this, how important is it, teamwork?
Yeah, teamwork's really important. I think that it's not just for a big game like this. It's all the time. We have a really strong team ethic within the select group, and we work really hard on developing effective teamwork, effective communication, both on and off the pitch, to allow us to deliver at the highest level. We're acutely aware of what we need to do going into the weekend, and I'm really fortunate to be supported by a fantastic team, both on the field at Wembley and also working from the VAR hub as well.
Refereeing at a sold-out Wembley Stadium must be a special experience. Will you have family and friends watching on in the stadium and at home?
Yeah, I mean it will be a fantastic experience. I've been fortunate to referee there a number of times before, and yeah, given how much time away you spend away, how much time you spend travelling on the road, it would be really nice for me to be able to have friends and family coming to watch. So hopefully they can enjoy the occasion and almost receive a little bit of a thank you for the support that they provided me down the years as well.
In-stadium announcements have been in place since the 5th round of the competition this season and will also be used in the final. You were the first referee in English football to make an announcement in January during a Carabao Cup semi-final. Can you talk us through that process and the feelings leading up to that mic on moment?
Yeah, it's obviously just another example of how modern football is changing, how modern refereeing is changing, and from our point of view, it's really important that we continue to evolve and adapt to move forward with those changes as they take place. From a preparation point of view for that game in January, we'd done a lot of work as a group in terms of technical preparation and practice and understanding what was required to deliver the announcements effectively. A lot of learning from practice in other sports, particularly American football, ice hockey, to understand exactly what you need to do to deliver the announcement as effectively as possible.
And finally, we'll also have semi-automated offside technology in place, which was recently introduced in the Premier League. How has the technology helped you as match officials?
Again, it's it's a reflection on the way that the game is changing, but I think we're really pleased with the introduction of semi-automated offside technology. Obviously, our focus as match officials is on delivering correct decisions on the field of play first and foremost, but we understand that there will be situations where errors of judgment are made. So having this technology available to use is fantastic because it ensures that when we are correcting mistakes, that is done in a way that's unobtrusive and really doesn't slow down the flow of the match, which is something we're striving to preserve at all costs.